How to customize your humor to attract any woman. Learning to attract women is just like learning anything else. With the right strategy and some practice, anyone can do it. Sure, there are some ways to approach women which work for some men and not for others. That's all part of the game. Everyone has their own personality style. But the basic rules for attracting women don't really change, and once you know how to apply them and to break them, it's amazing how easily you can attract just about any woman. Now, before we get into these, please use these with discretion, okay? These are very powerful tips here. How to can the routines and customize your humor. The first thing you need to know is that although not all women are the same, there are only four types of women in the world: social butterflies, straight shooters, sweethearts, nerds. These are four personality types which psychologists and counselors have been using to understand human behavior for thousands of years. You might have heard them in the terms of sanguine, choleric, melancholy, phlegmatic. I think those are words that come from some kind of deep, maybe Latin meaning, but it's too much trouble to learn them and to remember which one goes with which. So we've got women to talk to, and we want to keep this really simple by calling things what they really are. So let's talk about how to use personality focused humor to attract women. You already know how important humor is for creating attraction, but have you noticed that it sometimes turns women off? This is because each personality type has a distinct sense of humor, and if you apply the wrong humor with a woman, you'll get that, oh my god, what a creeper response instead of a laugh. First off, you have your social butterflies. They're attracted to anything fun and exciting, so if you start talking about deep cerebral things, they're going to get bored out of their mind and ditch you. Meanwhile, nerds are more cerebral and turned on by a guy who can carry on a conversation about art, music, or film. That simple explanation that I just went over ought to clear up a lot when it comes to attracting women. If you're a nerd yourself, you probably like to talk about cerebral things and to make clever jokes that make you laugh for 10 seconds and think for 60 seconds. But I bet you've gotten some pretty odd looks from the social butterflies who would prefer to hear something silly or slapstick. Social butterflies also like the more juvenile humor, which is something the nerds might think is immature or even offensive. Now, that ought to tell you why cerebral humor doesn't work sometimes and why sophomoric humor gets you into some girls' bedrooms while it gets you Facebook blocks from other women. So, now that you're dying to know which sense of humor applies to each personality type, let's break these down one at a time. As we do this, I'll give you a list of comedians you can start listening to. Even if you don't get the kind of humor a woman finds funny, you can learn to appreciate and to produce it. Social butterflies. Social butterflies like sophomore humor. Check out Chris Rock, Daniel Tosh, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, and Robin Williams for relating with social butterflies. Straight shooters. Straight shooters like sarcastic, slightly dark humor. Check out Ellen DeGeneres, Bill Burr, and Dennis Miller for relating with straight shooters. Sweethearts. Sweethearts like light, positive, and slightly cerebral humor. Check out Bill Cosby, Jerry Seinfeld, or Lucille Ball when it comes to relating with sweethearts. Nerds. Nerds like cerebral, slightly dark, and obscure humor. Check out Stephen Wright or Mitch Hedberg for relating with the nerdy, cerebral type of women. As you can see, there's a lot more to learn about these four personality types, but that ought to be enough to keep you occupied for a while. If you'd like to learn more ways to approach women based on their personality type and how to start getting more dates this weekend, check out 7 Days to Better Dating. In this program, you'll discover how to attract women by speed reading their personality and building attraction. This program is 100% free, and you can have it delivered to your email within just a few minutes by signing up below this video. So go ahead and sign up for the video, and we'll teach you more about how to relate with women based on their personality type.